So, how's LA? Are you affected by the fires?
Yeah, tremendously.
Yeah.
It is rather pornographic what happened. The level of neglect and incompetence. You'll have people say there could have nothing could have been done. You can't fight a fire in 100-mile-per-hour winds. I know people that lived at the epicenter of the fires in the Palisades. You could see the reservoir from their home. The reservoir had been empty for months. And it was something that gave the people in the Palisades great solace because any fires that broke out could be put down. The helicopters would use water from the reservoir and the ocean. But there was no water in the reservoir. It was under repair. It had been covered, and there was a tear in the cover, and one of the geniuses said, we must drain the reservoir. They knew the fire seasons that were coming. Many of the fires have started in the Palisades, and this one was no different. It started in the Highlands, just off Sunset Boulevard, and there were no fire trucks stationed in readiness with the Santa Anas that were coming, the almost historic lowness of humidity levels. There was nothing.
So strange that they would drain a reservoir. That's the whole point of a reservoir, right?
Well, nothing is strange these days. One can't escape the sense of these calculated missteps.
Yes.
And the mayor was in Ghana, had an inauguration.
Important business to
This is a woman who said she would never travel. She would always remain in Los Angeles. And now, with almost surreal humor, but earnest, she has said that she traveled because no one on her staff told her not to. This idea that she didn't know and there was nothing that could be done is that old word that's used. I'll use it so as not to use other words. Hogwash.
Yeah.
So
you can use whatever words you want on this.
No, I didn't mean it for that reason. But you know, I have driven through the Palisades and through Altadena, where I also have friends that suffer great losses. And if I had been in a coma and someone awakened me and bundled me up and put me in a car to drive through those neighborhoods, fire would not have been what came to mind. It would have been war, or terrorism. It doesn't look like a fire was there. It's complete devastation. So some of it, you drive through it as if in a dream, and it's difficult to connect with the fabric being obviously not just torn, but charred. You know, it reminds me of that phrase, 4th-degree burns, that human beings suffer in fires. And 4th-degree burn means when bone is burned.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it is a 4th-degree burn. And I was watching the Grammys, which I'm loath to do, to watch award shows, but a friend of mine lives nearby, and he's a musician, and invited me to come watch the Grammys. And I was watching it, and the montage came on of the fires, and I absolutely got emotional. I wept watching the Grammys on television, and I realized that I've been pushing aside the trauma of it, the horror of it, the pornographic incompetence behind this, And now, weeks after the fire, if you are in Malibu, you see nothing being done. So all of these empty promises of rapid rebuild. The mayor, now legendarily infamous, has said it will be at least 3 to 5 years for people to rebuild. It will be a generation to me.